Applied econometrics. What is a necessary condition for evaluation? With Professor A.K. Enamel Haq.
Our objective of research is to answer a question. So if you have a question, you need to do a research to answer it. That's the whole idea of research. You cannot do research without a question. Okay, so you have a question in your mind, and I want to answer this. So if I want to answer a question, I need to answer it so that the evidence becomes robust. So when I say evidence become robust, which means this is an evidence that will be true, whether I use the evidence as an or you do it, doesn't matter. So it's a scientific evidence. Scientific evidence means it has to be robust enough. So for example, we discussed the Gonoshasto kit, and the evidence was not robust. Why? Because if you do it, if I claim it, so remember that's what they did. So for example, if I say there are 30% possibility of success of a vaccine, you do the research, you may say it's 28%, but within the margin of error. So remember the idea of this, it was within this particular margin of error. These are all statistics, so you should be careful about statistical words. So we said all, even if it is not same, not mathematics, but these are true, valid within a particular margin of errors. So whenever you say that I want to answer a question, remember we are answering the question statistically, which means my answer and your answer are not going to be same. But when I say the evidence is robust, basically means that look, you do the same thing with your data set using the same method, you will get the result within the same margin of error, within my margin of error. If it is I am confident about 95%, you will be also confident about within the same range and find out the result. So that's why robust evidence requires statistical test. You cannot have a robust evidence without statistical knowledge. And anything you want to claim in public policies, you need to create robust evidence. So the COVID vaccine is a good example. So anything we're doing with COVID vaccine, we're saying, as you are testing it, I want evaluation to be done because otherwise it will take a lot of time to do it. So I want an evaluation to be done right now, and we're going to follow a scientific method. And when we say we're going to follow a scientific method, does not mean there is a lack of methods. The idea is that I'm doing right now. So we'll say, look, I want to make sure that science is correct. Okay? So that's the first requirement. What is the science is correct? Somebody can claim that I can give you a medicine and it will cure. Hundreds of claims exist. Do we start testing every claim? Answer is no. We don't test every claim. We find out from that big list which one are scientifically valid. So if it is valid, we said, okay, these are the ones that are scientifically valid, and we will use these valid cases for evaluation. So remember that how things moves, and you can realize how evaluation science works. So we do not answer or respond to every single claim. So these claims are not valid unless it is scientifically valid. So on hydroxychloroquine, for example, there was a reluctance by scientific community to even test it. Why? Because science is not correct. So remember this, validity does not mean you just tell me and I go ahead. Answer is no. So first of all, so this 3, let's say this is 1, this is 2, and this is 3. Maybe there are 100 of them, but the 3 that we go for evaluation is the one that is first. All 3 are scientifically valid. People have been, people were cured by drinking water from a pond. So that is not an evidence. So you have to be very careful about how to. So unless it is scientific, that's a primary what we say normally in economics is a necessary condition. Okay? So necessary condition must be fulfilled. Once the necessary condition is fulfilled, then we go for evaluation.
Please subscribe to receive updates on new videos.